I'm Paul Root-Wolpe, Director of the Center for Ethics at Emory University, and we are at the Short Center about to start a program called The Unveiling of Frankenstein's Creation.
Relevant to what you've done here is the image that we're so familiar with is Boris Karloff as the monster.
In my opinion, the genius of Mary Shelley is the fact that she gives us just enough room for interpretation.
When I look at Rossin's rendition of Frankenstein's creation, I see the courage that it takes to imagine something different. I see a vivid and a robust connection of spirituality as well as science.
What Shelley wrote was that Frankenstein saw the creature and was horrified by it. And what Ross was trying to capture was both the beauty of the creature, but also the grotesqueness that ultimately drove him away. And that, I think, is the genius of this portrait, that somehow he managed to get both of those elements into this portrait.
The book and the work and the concepts that come out in that work isn't about the creation of a creature. It's about the ethics involved in personhood. It's about leaving something behind that's dear to you. It's about beauty and rejection of something that's not beautiful. There's so many issues that are brought up. I hope that the students at Emory and all of the people who come to programming during this next year will get a sense of the many issues that come forward out of this work.
I am on the board of advisors for Emory Center for Ethics. It's a phenomenal organization, and from a Turner Classic Movies point of view, we're very interested in ethics in the arts. So when we discussed this concept of Frankenstein and working with Rossin, who is esoteric and talented beyond anyone I've ever come across, it was an opportunity for us to really take the story behind the story and work with Ross and Emory to bring that out in the creature.
I think there's an artificial separation too often between the science and the humanities. The humanities have a lot to offer scientific inquiry, because after all, the questions we ask of science ultimately are value questions. What problems do we want to solve? What issues are important to us? So I hope that programs like this, where we bring those things together, can become more common, and that people from both sides of that divide can explore these kinds of questions together.
We must never forget that paintings last for quite a while. They last for centuries. So when I sit in my studio and paint it, I do have in mind that 300 years from now, somebody from the future will be standing in front of it and will be thinking, hey, back in the early 21st century, they had something to say to us about the important things in life.